Alright, well, like I said in the other video, I had to put a combine tire on. This I forgot about. Yeah, I had some mouse damage. Mice, this is. Yeah, there's what's supposed to go in this hole. But that's just jammed in there. And I'm not going to mess with it because we used this combine to move stuff around last year and it ran. That's all it needs to do now. Because I've got some head moving that I need to do. Free up a trailer. Got 2 heads that need to come here still. Yeah, here's my battery. We're going to throw it in, and I don't even think this thing has gas in it. So this video may continue until tomorrow. Alright, well, that's put on there. Nothing is tightened up. It is just twisted on there as best I can. Probably get into that pulley. We'll find out. That'll be fun. Because that's the hot lead. But yeah, we'll climb up in the cab and make sure we have a clutch pedal as well. And hell, for all I know, this thing might be stuck. Sat there without the air cleaner hooked onto it for all winter. And I don't know if you can tell, but right here, all the water that's from the back of the building just pools here. Like you still see kind of some dampness underneath that tire. It just dried up enough to where I could put that tire back on. That's the one I'd robbed the bearings out of. But yeah, I guess we can climb up here, see if it cranks over. It's got shields off of it. Like I said, I mean, it's basically a parts machine now. What makes me think there's no gas in it is this. See that bubble in there? Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. And there's a little water in there too. Maybe. I don't know. Probably should be using my phone light instead of this little pocket flashlight. Yeah, that's all taken apart. Parts machine. Missing the handle on that side. Got a NOS. Big NOS. I needed big energy. This is the other thing. Man, I should look around for critters. Who knows what's in here? Oh, yep. Whoa. I can't believe that you just missed that. I said we needed to look around for critters. I look up here, there's a bird's nest. And sure enough, she flew right at me. Little sparrow. She's out of here now, but in my haste, I hit the off button on my phone. Man, I hope there's no eggs in it. I bet you there is. I hate doing that, but damn, you don't need to be on my machine. My son likes to climb up here. My 2-year-old, soon to be 3. And he's the one that left this door open. I guess it's been open a while, I'm not going to lie, but apparently enough to, well, let a bird build a nest. Oh yeah, over here. Nope, we have ignitions. Turn the lights off because we don't need those. How do you work this one? Let's see. Okay. It's turning. My guess is it's also turning the thresher. I don't know how we can tell that. I have a chain down here. Nah, it's all too dirty. We're going to have to regain this project in the daylight. Alright, well, I've decided to not give up yet tonight. Some things have changed since you were last in here. That bungee broke. And, well, we obviously have no clutch pedal. So let's get into that. Busted out the big light. Wow, my phone is just glitching. Getting a new one tomorrow. What I'm really curious is if Mama Bear is back. She might not be yet. Well, nope, not yet. But now this clutch, the return spring's missing. So what happens when this thing sits for a long time is the weight of the pedal just causes the master cylinder to leak down. And it actually leaks out of the rod that goes in and out of the master cylinder. Not going to show you that because it's under the machine. But the reservoir is right down here. And maybe, oh yeah, that makes sense. Brake fluid right on top of it. And the cap's shot, so it just has a hole in it. And I was lucky enough, where's it at? Here we go. They were throwing like 20 bottles of this away at work. And mock, that's like old, like, I mean, it's probably 15 years old, 10 at least. But it's still good brake fluid. And I'm going to fill it up and see if we can get that pedal back and go from there. Also, happened to find, go figure, I found my GoPro mount that mounts to the combine windshield. Unfortunately, it doesn't hold my phone. So that's about as lit as it's going to get without being a big glare. I've just got the light kind of pointed at the ceiling. The ceiling's yellow, so it reflects. Biggest thing is when you're filling these things up, any master cylinder, clutch master cylinder for that matter, is you don't want the pedal down, you want it up. So I got me another bungee cord here. I'll try to see if we can get this thing wound up. Alright, well, that's about as good as it's going to get. And maybe that'll be okay, so we can sit here and bounce it while we try to get some air out of this thing. Yeah, she's junk. Maybe stay steady. Okay, also brought this wrench to take the lid off. Well, okay, we're not getting the lid off. That's why it has a hole in it. I was hoping I could break the cap out a little more, to be honest. Just to try to not waste so much of the fluid. I know the camera angle's great. I don't think we made the hole any bigger. But here's our fluid anyways. I know. Oh, that was sealed real good. And then you just spill it everywhere. And hope that a little goes in. And then once you know you've spilled just enough, there we go. Now, push it. It'll push some bubbles. Let me get the torch on here. You probably can't see that. Oh, there you go. Level goes up. Level goes down. Level goes up. Bubbles. Level goes down. And all I'm doing is slowly stroking the pedal. Eventually, it should stay up on its own. Now, this is not the way you bleed stuff, but it works in this system good enough because the master cylinder, obviously the cab is up on the top of the combine, and in your car too, but, you know, I wouldn't trust car brakes doing stuff like this. It's the highest point in the system. And if it leaks directly out of the master cylinder, you know the rest of it doesn't have air in it. This usually takes a while. Well, that's going to have to hang out for a minute, probably until tomorrow. It's already dark. It's starting to get cold. Shut the shop door, keep some heat in. But either that machine or the 1400 is going to turn into a parts machine. Now, I should part them both out, but if I ever want to do wheat and bale the straw, the 1400 is what I would want to use. I mean, even if it was just 20 acres, not obviously not 100 acres with the 1400. Not that I'd be scared to do it if I had to, but then you're pushing getting double crops in. You're probably being too slow for your baler. But I did have someone tell me they would give me $2 a bale for every bale that came out from behind the straw walker. And that's them baling it. Me doing nothing but harvesting the wheat. And I could probably figure out a way to work with some other locals to maybe behind the baler drill beans, uh, with like a no-till drill. It's not going to happen this year, but potentially in the future. 25, I'd really like to grow corn. My grain bin is not big enough to grow corn. Therefore, if I figured out how many acres would fill my grain bin, I could split the rest between some wheat and, first crop soybeans and second crop soybeans. But the 1400, it's a good combine. It's just slow. Now, I think it could definitely handle a 15-foot head, which is what I've got on the TR70s. But with the straw walker machine, I take that back. With a rotor machine, whether it's a single rotor axial flow, or whatever other type of rotor machine, the horse people in Kentucky and a lot of people around don't like it because it tears the straw up. They want long stem straw, which you get with a straw walker machine. So if I keep the 1400 whole, the throat needs to come off of that combine. That basically the work you saw me do, putting the drum in and welding the floor. Now, I don't have to weld the floor in the other one, but I definitely have to take the drum back out because the drum that's in that combine is out of the 1400. I don't remember where I was going with that, but it is what it is. So I guess what I'm saying is, I think I just talked myself into fixing the 1400. Does that sound silly? Probably. But silly thoughts got us to here. So I wanted to keep one combine at a minimum for moving heads around. I've got like 6 heads in total. I'm not even trying to count. I think 6. 4 960s and 2 962s. But I don't need a 5-row anymore. I have a 6-row. I'm going to have to get a 6-row planter if I want to do corn, or we all saw my GPS, if you look back into the testing the GPS video, if you follow your row markers and you're good at it, or give a crap about it, I guess, actually drive the tractor and not let auto steer take control. I didn't have any problems taking 5 rows at a time, like at all. I probably could have taken 6 rows at a time with my 4-row planter. Maybe in some corners or something, but that probably just takes some due diligence when you're planting. So the 5-row is going to get dismantled. All of the 960 heads are going to get dismantled other than the one that I'm going to dedicate and use. I'm going to inventory all the parts that I remove. If I have like 5 of the same part, 4 of them are going to get sold. And by the time I'm out of parts, it'll probably be time to upgrade combines. Am I going to buy a new one? No. But a TR86, TR96, whatever is 20 years old at the time. If it's a 20-year-old combine, trust me, that is a dramatic upgrade over one made in 1979. It's 2024. And at that point, I may switch brands. I mean, I don't have a reason not to, other than I like the New Hollands, the design behind things, and they were the first twin rotor, and what's everybody doing now? Everybody's got a twin rotor, it seems like. I've also looked at like Brian's farm videos where they had the gleaner, but then it had the transmission failures and stuff like that. If I ever get to the point where I'm buying a new one, it would definitely be something that I could work on myself. But yeah, I don't know. I just figured I would show you what I got going on. I'm not going to work on the B275 tonight because it's Friday. It's like 9. Worked all week, worked all day, worked down here all night, every night, Videos are running a couple days behind. I should have posted the one I posted yesterday. But cell phone service, again, we're going to switch to AT&T because no one has service around here with Verizon. I actually uploaded that video Friday morning, this morning, on my way to work. Yesterday, it might have been yesterday. I have no idea. I tell you guys, I'm just running ragged. But it's all for a purpose. It's all for a goal. And just like I said long ago in my previous dreams, you can get a piece of your previous videos about my dreams. You know, you can get a piece of your paradise. You just got to chip away at it as, you know, much as you can. Try to just get after it. You know, just go get after it. But I guess that's long enough for this one. Whatever. BS video, I guess. I'm just showing you what's going on because people have commented multiple times over the last year, hey, where you at? Did you fizzle out? You know, whatever. No, we didn't fizzle out. You know that by now. If you're a new subscriber, I appreciate it. Hopefully the video content, quality, and time, as far as length of video, suits you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. I mean, I have varying length videos, varying content, varying styles depending on what I'm doing. But if you watch to the end, I appreciate it. If you like what you see, you can give me the thumbs up. And I'd appreciate it if you come on back. Something. Still trying to figure out what I used to say at the end of my videos. But, thank you.